I'm here live in Medjugorje and in front of the new museum about the history of Medjugorje, and there is this beautiful fountain, and I would love to give you a little update or explanation of the message Our Lady gave us today. First of all, I want to say, look, dear children, Jesus said, be like children and the kingdom belongs to you. Look at these little children, they are happy. I have a little friend, he was 4 years old at the time, and he really had a hard time with his father and mother divorced. And I asked him, do you fear tomorrow? And he said, why? And I said, what are you doing? I'm playing right now and I'm happy. You know, that's what we should be. Look at these little ones here. They don't fear tomorrow. They completely trust. Even in the hardest circumstances, they trust. And like this friend who was in a family who had divorced. But now I want to come to the message from the 25th of June 2022. I want to read them to you. Dear children, I rejoice with you and thank you for every sacrifice and prayer which you have offered for my intention. So here I would say it's very, very important. Do prayers from the heart. Don't do them mechanically. You know, that's what Our Lady always asks here. Live by the heart, full heart. God is I am who I am. We should be I am who I am. Living fully like these little children in the moment. Little children, do not forget that you are important in my plan of salvation of mankind. You see, we were very important through the rosary prayer, through prayers, as she said, we can help her in the salvation, in the plan of salvation. Return to God and prayer that the Holy Spirit may work in you and through you. I do a little prayer every morning. I pray, Dear Mary, take my hand. I kneel down and lift my hands. Dear Mary, take my hand. Dear Jesus, take my hand. And guide me every second of the day, through every second of this day, with the Holy Spirit in the divine will. Try that prayer out. That's exactly what Our Lady asked for here. Prayer and pray that the Holy Spirit may work in you and through you. So with this little prayer, you have the practical part of what she's asking for. So you can pray every morning, Dear Mary, take my hand. Dear Jesus, take the other hand and guide me through your Holy Spirit every second of this day and in the divine will, and you will see what will happen. Wonders, and you will be an instrument of Our Lady. So I want to repeat that. Return to God and prayer that the Holy Spirit may work in you and through you. And she goes on, little children, I'm with you also in these days when Satan is fighting for war and hatred. You see it all over the place. You see it in the Ukraine, you see it, you know, in different abortion, anti-abortion. There's so many different like agendas where the devil wants to split us all, you know, COVID, anti-COVID, vaccine, anti-vaccine. This is all made to split us up, and don't let yourself be split up in your family, you know, and be vigilant, because as she said, I'm with you also in these days when Satan is fighting for war and hatred. I made an interview today, and in that interview, 2 young women from the Philippines said they wanted to emphasize on the power of the rosary. You know, the young lady had anxiety attacks during COVID, she said in an interview, and praying the rosary for 1 month, all the anxiety attacks, everything left, you know. You see, Satan works. And through the rosary, you have an atomic weapon in your hand. As Pater Pio says, the rosary is the weapon of our times, you know. Division is strong and evil is at work in man as never before. Maybe you see it in your own life. The last 3 weeks, I had spiritual struggles on and on and on. But prayer, you pray before, you know, before you are tempted. Always stay in prayer, stay vigilant. I see I'm a miserable sinner and I only can win through prayer, through Christ working in me, through me, you know. So do that and you will be on the safe side. And you see the humility of Our Lady, and she says again at the end, thank you for having responded to my call. She's the Queen of Heaven and she's telling us pure creatures, thank you for having responded to our call. Isn't that amazing? It's a huge love affair from heaven. God is sending down His hand through Our Lady to help us here in this miserable world, you know. And so I hope I could help you a little with this explanation. And see, the kingdom belongs to these little ones. They're living in the moment, they have no fear, and they have complete trust in God. As it is shown here, God is always giving us our hand, but we have to take the hand, you know. We don't have to go our way, we have to open our heart, and He is there. He's a loving Father who is interested in every little thing in your life, in every little thing. And don't hesitate to go up to Him, okay? God bless you all from Medjugorje. Please pray for me, and I pray for you as well. Bye bye for now.